for all things college baseball. Only on the Villains Media Network. Now introducing your hosts, Jay Johnson's Town Boy Cody Slovinsky, Vandy Chris Keenhold, and Mr. Cheesy himself, Randy Jewers. Let's start the show, boys!
Well, guys, we're back,
Ryan,
and we have a stranger with us. Welcome back, Cody.
Hey, it's good to be back. I've missed it. That is for sure.
We was beginning to wonder if you went into semi-retirement on us.
Honestly, it felt like it was happening. Working, close to 80 hours a week right now, and no free time, to say the least. But I'm back. I feel good, and I'm ready to talk some baseball.
Well, that's good. Admirably, Cody, Terry's been filling in nice. He's been a great addition to the show so far. And he's done some really hard work for us. He's already landed us a couple interviews, and because of his hard work, we got us another interview tonight. So, Terry, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell us who we got tonight.
Okay, so for tonight, our guest is someone from my old hometown. I don't know him personally. I just know the college that he coaches at in Victorville, California, and that college is Victor Valley College. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce everyone to Coach Nate Lambdin.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on. It's an honor.
It's an honor to have you on.
Well, I appreciate that very much.
So, I guess I'll go ahead and get this started real quick. So many people in the college baseball world don't know about Victor Valley College. So, I'm going to give you the floor. Introduce the college baseball world to Victor Valley College and Coach Nate Lambdin.
Well, again, thanks. Again, it's an honor to be here. So Victor Valley College, we're located in the high desert region of Southern California. I like to kind of describe it as halfway between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And Victor Valley College is part of the 3C2A, which stands for California Community College Athletic Association. So there's 86 community colleges that in California that compete each year for a title. So we're kind of our own entity versus the National Junior College, NJCAA. So, we have our own entity. I mean, baseball in California is absolutely amazing. The talent is just off the chart. So I have an interesting journey. I was first hired as the head baseball coach at Victor Valley College 33 years ago in 1993. So I took over the program in the early 90s and was there for many years. And I actually came back to finish my career in the same capacity as head baseball coach. So this is my third season returning to Victor Valley College. And it's always been a very, very special place in my heart. And I got to a point in my life where I could pretty much coach anywhere, do anything I wanted. I could retire. But what I wanted to do is go back to where I started at Victor Valley. So I'm excited to be back, be in full swing, and kind of revamping the program. We've done so many things. We have a new facility. It's the college is, Terry, you probably haven't been there in years, but the college looks completely different. The whole mindset, there's a vision there, led by our athletic director, Artie Allen. And, you can just see it every time I come back on campus. There's something new happening, and we're growing. So it's a great place to play baseball. It's a great place to go to school, great place to live. Just absolutely, love it.
Okay. So you mentioned the California Junior College stuff. So does the winner of that league go on to play in the national tournament, or is
No, they
do
don't.
you?
They don't go to like Grand Junction or where the National JUCO. I forget where it's held now. No, because we're so many teams. We have 86 teams competing. We have our own system, our own playoff system. Uh, so no, if you're the state champion, you're the state champion, and we often would love to see that, to see how the California teams would compete against the national champions, but that's just something that we don't do, unfortunately.
So let's say the champion of the NJCCA invited you to play a series. Would you take him up on it?
I would most definitely take it up on it because RPI is so important. The RPI doesn't, when we play a team out of California, it doesn't count toward the RPI. But I think that's why teams don't do it. We would like to play College of Southern Nevada, which is one of the nation's best junior college teams, and they're only 2.5 hours from us. But we used to do that in the fall, but we don't do that anymore. So it'd be interesting to see how that would play out.
Okay. Me and Cody, before Terry joined our show, we've interviewed Coach Cam Hamsley from Roane State Community College. So since they're a different entity, do you guys have like a working relationship with other junior college programs where, like, if you don't think a player is a fit for your program, you could reach out to, say, a Roane State or a Vol State and say, hey, I got this guy. I think he'd be a good fit for you. Do you guys work together like that, or
We do.
do you try to keep it in-house?
You know what? We do that all the time, especially, Victor Valley College is a little bit smaller than some of our competitors. So, when you have a program that maybe has 100 some players that come out in the fall, some coaches they'll reach out to the smaller programs and say, hey, we can't keep, I've got a right-hand pitcher. He's just not ready for us yet. We'd like to, tell you a little bit about him. Would you be interested? And absolutely, we do have that type of relationships going on. But we're so competitive that teams sometimes will actually over recruit just not to have that player be somewhere else. So, we're not in that situation. We have a big squad this year. We have 44 players, almost 40 freshmen. So, we're having an exciting time learning our program, and we have great culture. Our guys are just so much fun to be around. I love it. I've been doing this so long. I've got one of my players. His dad actually played for me. He's about the fourth player whose dad actually was on one of my earlier teams. And so, sometimes I'll make the mistake. His name's Chris Manley, and his dad's Scott Manley. I'll be like, hey, Scott, come here. Wait a minute. I mean, Chris.
Okay.
They run alike. They do, they're both great players. And so, I actually, speaking of dads, I grew up as the son of a college baseball coach. So my dad was the Cypress College baseball coach. He was the first ever Cypress College baseball coach. And Cypress in Southern California, Cypress College is the mecca of community college. It is the program. And so my interest really in coaching started like from the time I was a little guy, just playing with my Matchbox cars at the field while my dad coached, and I just I fell in love with the game. It's just I love what you guys are doing. Collegiate baseball it's to me, if you're going to go out and watch if you have a young one is aspiring to play baseball, and they're really starting to get into the game, there's nothing like going to a college baseball game, because college players, they're going to sprint on and off the field. They're playing for the name on the front of their jersey versus the name on the back. I mean, it's just such a great. I love this game. I love being at the junior college level because I do a lot of teaching. I can't just scratch out a lineup, boom, and they go out and do it. We have got to prepare them, for everything. They're continuously learning and growing as people, as players. And so, I love that aspect of the game. And I picked that up from my dad. He was a great coach. I thought he was, the best coach ever, until I had a chance to play for Andy Lopez, who is a legendary coach. He was at University of Arizona, University of Florida, Pepperdine, and Cal State Dominguez Hills coach. He won the national title at Pepperdine and at Arizona. I had the chance to play for him and be his assistant coach. And so, everything I learned from my dad, then I picked up, I really learned so much from Coach Lopez. And, I try to give everything I have to my players. I coach them as if, maybe they're going to be future coaches. And just love doing that. And then my son just became the head coach at Dakota State University as the softball coach. So, so I'm super proud of him. Him and I talk like every night. Dad, I got this going on. Dad, hey, we have this. We're not turning double plays. What do you, all these things. So we just love to, talk about, sports and more on a daily basis. So it keeps me going. I just love, working with other coaches and players. So again, just super excited to be here and share my passion for the game with you guys.
Okay. That's really cool to hear. So this shows how small the world is. So I'm all the way in Alabama.
Yeah.
And my dad is actually friends with Andy Lopez.
No way.
Yes. So years ago when he was coaching at Florida, he was doing a recruiting visit in Birmingham. And they had like a flat tire and they needed it fixed. So they go into my dad's shop and they get him fixed up. And my dad's like, you look familiar. So then they started talking and realized who he was. Well, 2 years later, we're at the SEC tournament. Andy's down there and sees my dad in the crowd and points at him and gets his attention. I get to go to the field and hang out with the team and everything. And to this day, that's like one of my memories in baseball that I'll never forget.
No way. That's incredible. And, Coach Lopez is like that. He like remembers everything. He remembers the finest little details. And I think that, in fact, helped him to be such a good coach, especially in game management, because he remembers everything.
Oh, yeah.
It was an absolute honor to play for him. He was tough. He was a tough guy, and I'm glad he was, because it made me just a stronger individual and just a better, his philosophies along with my dad's, like, it's not only about, it's about developing student athletes as a whole person, something we take pride in, and, so that they can be great fathers, great husbands someday, by the values and just the qualities that we try to instill in them on the field. My guys right now, I'll mow the infield. If I'm mowing the infield and a couple players come to the stadium early, they're like, Coach, no, I got it. If I'm picking, if I'm watering the infield, Coach, no, I got it. These guys are just, they're amazing. And I've seen, because people will ask me, hey, these guys are different now, back in the day, they're different, but they're still so, there's still the dedication level. There's still the commitment. the one thing that I do see that is different, like I'll take a loss hard. And it takes me like a night to kind of like, get what did we do wrong? What did we, so that I can be back to myself. I will say that the players today, they let it go faster. They let that go. And it's probably a good thing because baseball is so many failures. If you hold on to that stuff, you're really, really going to, in the long run, hurt yourself. So it's kind of good that the makeup of the athletes is a little bit different. They can let go of the failures and move forward, so they can have success in the present and in the future. So that's what I've noticed, through the years.
Okay. I might steal a little bit of Terry's thunder here. We are creating a new segment for Terry on our show called Terry's Dugout. And what Terry's Dugout is going to be is he's going to do his own homework and research and everything. Obviously, he can't go to all the parks to experience the food, but he's going to review food choices in the concession stands at different venues across the nation. So, in stealing Terry's thunder, tell us what you're eating off the concession stand at Victor Valley.
I tell you what. Well, when I enter a ballpark, I've got to go, and I go big. I go 3 dogs, a bag of peanuts, and I will say I do like a large Coke with that. So that's my go-to, and I'll eat those hot dogs plain. They fire me up.
Absolutely.
That's filling me up for sure.
Now, as in transition, what Chris was saying, we switch it up to, yes, you're enjoying the food, you're enjoying all the great players and everything, but every team, no matter what level of baseball, JUCO, Division I, II, whatever, every team has a nemesis. So who would be if someone's new driving through the area or doesn't know much about Victor Valley College baseball, if they had to pick one game to go to, which game should it be against? Because you'd want to see, it's something special about rivalry games. Who is the nemesis of Victor Valley College?
I would have to say San Bernardino Valley College. San Bernardino, it's a metropolitan area, big. They've got a ton of students, ton of players, ton of talent, and a little different philosophy than we do. They're more chatty. They will say things, and we're more businesslike. And so they'll rag on our team. They'll say negative things, and we play a different style. We're focused about what's happening in the game. We don't get focused on what somebody's saying. So they're our nemesis. It's the antithesis of how we run our program. So we delight in beating San Bernardino Valley.
Kind of similar to the Tim Corbin philosophy versus the Tony Vitello philosophy, where he lets his guys be more loose and chatty and chirping all the time, and the bat flipping and the daddy coats and all of that stuff, where Tim Corbin's more businesslike, and we're going to approach the game the old-fashioned way. We're going to do it the right way. I can see that. That would be a good rivalry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We have a lot of fun, but we keep the fun within ourselves. We celebrate our successes. We don't chirp on someone's failures. And we have a good time. It's funny though. Terry was asking me for a photo of myself in my uniform, and I was looking around, and every photo I had there was a picture of me arguing with an umpire. So I'm trying to think, do I argue with umpires like all the time? I mean, newspaper articles, every photo that's published out there, I'm like in the umpire's face. So I got to thinking, gosh, do I argue with the umpires a lot? But in reality, I don't. Although I do have a couple. I did have a couple funny ones with umpires. I don't know if we have time to share one, but
Always have time.
Always have time.
Oh, we're out playing Mount San Jacinto College. They're a Southern California college, and one of our pride and joy is we call it base running management. So we hold runners on really, really well. We teach our pitchers pickoff moves. We have planned picks. We use the pitch clock. We have a pick sequence. All these things. I don't want to give it away, but we do a lot to hold runners on. So we're playing Mount San Jacinto, and we're on defense, runner at second, and we go to pick the runner off. Okay. So let me preface that with, happened to be a day where there wasn't a ton of fans, but there was a fan. It was a lady, and a very beautiful lady in the stands wearing a red dress, which was kind of strange at a baseball game. Red dress, just stands out among the crowd. And so we have this pickoff. So that's part of this. We have a pickoff play to second. We get the guy without a doubt. Boom, we've got him. Umpire is safe. And so, I'm like, what is going on? So I go out, I talk with the umpire, and I'm like, hey, you got to be kidding me. He had him by a foot. No, coach, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. And so I said, well, why you didn't see that? You were looking at that lady in the out there, Coach Blue. You're looking at him, and he's like, Coach, stop. And then he's like, Coach. I said, no, you were looking at that lady right there in the red dress. And then he throws me out of the game, and I'm like, and then of course I really get escalated. What's going on? Why are you throwing me out? I didn't say, I didn't curse. I didn't say anything. And he's like, Coach, my wife's in the stands, and she heard you say that. I'm gonna have to pay for it tonight. So I did get bounced on that game, and so my players subsequently, it's the lady in the red dress story, so stuff like that. But the problem with baseball is, we can say something, or a basketball coach can get a technical, and a football coach can get a flag, but we get tossed. And when we get tossed, we can't coach, the next game as well. So it's kind of unfair. I got a problem with that one.
So, whenever you get tossed, you make sure you get your money's worth, and you make sure you get the dirt on their shoes, and you pull the base out of the prop, and you got to get your money's worth, right?
You are absolutely correct. I mean, if they're once they let me go, and then now I'm gonna be a little bit of a spectacle. I probably don't have. You're not gonna have like, hey, that was a great show from a bunch of umpires probably tonight. But it's funny, when my father, being a longtime baseball coach, when he passed away, I spoke at his funeral, and there were hundreds of players, coaches, and when I got to the podium, this just came out. I'm like, I'm looking, I see so many coaches, players, family, loved ones, but I don't see any umpires here. So, and people laughed, and it was good. It was good for me. It was good. My dad would have loved it, because my dad, I think that's where I got it from.
That's funny. So have you ever just, you've seen your team play through your whole career, and you're just, at one point you're just like, we just need something. And you just say, you know what? And it might be this random moment, and you just decide, I'm getting myself tossed right now. And you just storm out and do it.
100%. 100%. Yes, that has happened. And that, because when all the tools that you have are gone, it's a time where we've got to do something. We got to get these guys pumped, because they can do it. They can come from behind, or they can win this game. And yes, I have. And I've gotten close, and I've said, hey, you need to toss me. And they're, what? What? No, you need to toss me. Coach, you haven't said anything. I know that, but listen, I'm going to get I'm going to get, a little animated, and you need to let me go. You need to send me. And yes, absolutely have done it. And I was doing a summer game where that happened. And by the way, I do want to say, because I think, down the line sometime, summer baseball, collegiate baseball is incredible baseball. I coach the Lafayette Aviators. I'm the third base coach in the Prospect League, and we were the Eastern Division champions last year. But college summer baseball is fantastic. We average 2,000 to 3,000 people at every single game. So we're right there near the Purdue hat there, Terry. We're located in Lafayette, which is just a few miles over from Purdue University. We have some Purdue players on that team. Summer baseball, man, it is a great experience.
Okay.
I do have one quick question, real quick.
Okay.
Of all the players, I'm sure it's countless, how many players you've coached over, your career and everything. Was one player that stand out that you've kept an eye on, whether he transferred, like to go up to a bigger school or whatever the case may be? But what's one player that you could say you've had a kind of hand in coaching? They've been relatively successful.
Well, when I first started coaching, I was a graduate assistant at Cal State Dominguez Hills under Andy Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a shortstop by the name of Craig Graybeck, 5'6", 5'7". If you look Craig up, 16, 17 years in the major leagues. He made his
face says it all.
Yeah, I know him. That's
you know him.
I do. Yep.
Okay.
He
Cody,
actually
we're in the same circuit.
I'm thinking so. He actually hit the first ever home run in the Hoover Met with the Birmingham Barons.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, he also he's not a home run guy, but
exactly.
He also hit one against the legend Nolan Ryan.
You do that. That's all. That's the
right?
only story you
That's
ever
all it takes
mind.
right there, right?
That's a career. No, but going back to this Craig Graybeck, what's so for our young guys that are playing right now who don't have the size and they weren't born with that natural stature. Listen, he made a living in the major leagues because his work ethic, his commitment, his belief in himself, his never give up attitude. Craig is one of the most incredible, players that I have ever seen. And, to do what he did, and it's just something. I know his sons. I saw his sons play. One of them played at University at either Oregon or Oregon State. I forget. But just a quality young man and just a great player.
Yeah.
He's out the most.
So on those lines, let's narrow it down to Victor Valley, who is. I typically don't like to single out single players like this, but
no.
Who is the one player that came through Victor Valley that absolutely changed the direction of the program?
That would most definitely be a young man named Jacob Mullinex. Cody? No.
I don't know this one.
The name sounds familiar. I can't place the name, though.
So he didn't get to the major leagues, but Jacob went from Victor Valley to the University of Nebraska, played for the Cornhuskers, had a great career, signed out of Nebraska, spent some time in professional baseball. He was a game changer. He opened the door for recruiting. People at the time knew exactly who he was, and wanted to go where he went. I mean, there weren't, athlete after athlete getting high level Division I selections from, many of the JUCOs out in this area. And so, he kind of opened that door to help us, and hard worker, talented, great guy. Probably could have played in the major leagues, but I think for family reasons, he ended up not continuing baseball.
Okay. So one question I always like to ask. So you can look at Terry and me and probably Cody too and tell we're good old Southern boys. We like to eat. So let's say we're coming out to watch Victor Valley play and you're going to host us at your house. Are you going to cook for us or are you going to take us out somewhere? And what's on the menu?
Oh, wow. So, gosh, I do love to cook. And so I love to barbecue.
Okay.
So I might do, with you guys, I might do some really thick ribeyes. I would do asparagus, dabbled with some garlic, Parmesan cheese. I'd wrap that up, a little olive oil, put that on the grill. Give you some of my famous baked beans. Yeah, I'll overfeed you. I'm a sweet potato guy. I'll probably have sweet potato with that. I definitely make sure. I don't know if you guys, you Southern boys would like asparagus. I'm sorry, artichokes, because I love to grill. I love to grill artichoke. Have lots of garlic butter and mayo. And just have you dip that in there. Those are delicious. And more than likely for dessert, I will probably make you guys, believe it or not, brownies with vanilla ice cream. I don't know. You guys want to come over?
I'm down.
Well, I'm looking up plane ticket prices now.
And I believe it or not, in Victorville, if you look it up, Victorville is kind of like in the desert, but I actually live in a place called Spring Valley Lake, right on a man-made lake. And
I know where that's at.
So we could sit out on the dock and just really go, have a great time. I mean, today 80 some degrees out. It was beautiful, beautiful day.
Nice.
So my sister actually got she was married at the Spring Valley Lake, I think it was a country club.
Oh, the country club. Yeah.
So she got married out there way back when.
Is that right? Yeah, my brother got married in Victorville, his first marriage, and we lived in the LA area, and they used to have like a little chapel, and they were headed to Vegas, but they just couldn't wait. So we can't wait to Vegas. Let's stop here in Victorville and get married. So everybody has a reason for getting married in Victorville.
I mean, Vegas could be the honeymoon. It's only a 3-hour drive.
That's right.
As long as you don't get pulled over.
We do a lot of recruiting out of Las Vegas. We get several players from the Southern Nevada area. So I get a chance to get out there and, recruit and do all of it.
Bring me to another question. You talk about recruiting. Like how far, because obviously the majority of your talent's going to be coming from the local area or probably down the hill, as we used to say over there. But like as far as out of state, what's like the furthest prospect you guys pulled in, like just like from the state that they were?
Yeah. So like if you look at our roster right now, we have Utah, Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona. So. Okay. When I was the Barstow College coach back in like 2012, 2013, I usually spend a lot of time on the East Coast in the summer in the Carolinas. I coached the Myrtle Beach Hammerheads out in the Carolina Shores Collegiate League for many years. So when I was at Barstow, I had several guys that played in the league out there that ended up playing for me. So we had players from Jacksonville, Florida. We had somebody from just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. We had players that just we either wanted out of their Division 1 or 2 program and wanted to come to California. So it was a little bit easier at that time because out-of-state tuition wasn't as high. That's the thing we run into because this 3C2A, there are no scholarships versus the National JUCO that offer scholarships. So whenever we get an out-of-state player, usually they didn't have a scholarship opportunity in their state, or they wanted to come to California because it's so competitive, and we do produce a lot of players to the next level. So those are some benefits to coming to California, but they do end up having to pay a little bit of money out of pocket.
We've got a question here in the comments.
Yeah.
Our friend Sam is a big South Carolina Gamecock fan,
Okay.
and he's asking who you're coaching for.
So I'm the head baseball coach at Victor Valley College in Southern California, a 2-year California community college.
I couldn't explain it better.
I didn't need to take your role, but if you do need a fourth host, I am available.
There you go.
Okay. I do have one really deep question that I always ask, and then once I ask it, I'm going to let these guys take over. Let's say you just coached the worst game you've ever coached. You got beat 36-0. No hit in the process. You were a walk away from having a perfect game thrown against you. You played in Palo Alto. You're on this long bus ride home. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's dark. It's lonely. Who's the one person in your phone that you're going to call to get your head back right to where you don't want to quit coaching anymore?
For me, that's an incredibly easy answer. I'm going to call my son, Hunter Lambdin. I've made that call. I've made that call this year before to him, and he's made that same call to me as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we're great for one another in terms of getting us back down to earth, getting us refocused, and getting a complete reset. When you have a game like that, even if you're part of the cause, you always have to do self-reflection. So you do a lot of self-reflection, and then yes, you reach out to those you trust the most. And for me, I'm very fortunate to have a son that's in the game who is going through similar things, and we bounce ideas off of each other, and we keep each other balanced, and we keep us off the watch list because sometimes things don't go our way, and I tell my players, hey, control the controllables. And so in life there's things that we can't control, and so we're going to have to let some of those go, but we control the things that we can control. And then there's always back to the drawing board and planning and preparing. So yeah, I'd call my son for sure.
So yeah, that's a great answer, and that he calls you in the same respect. That's actually pretty cool.
Yes, he's already made that call. They're not going to have me back next year. And you're playing North Dakota State Division 1. You're going to be okay. You're going to get sometimes you're going to get beat. It's part of it.
Yep.
It's interesting. You actually picked North Dakota State.
Oh,
I actually just took my grandson to his second college baseball game ever when North Dakota State came to Nashville and played Vanderbilt about a month ago.
Oh my gosh!
And now he's addicted to North Dakota State. And he's like, Pops, do you have a link where I can watch some of their games? And now his little rec league season is getting ready to start, and he's in need of a new equipment bag. He's like, can you find me a North Dakota State equipment bag? And all this kind of, he's like
Drop the
addicted
ball.
to NDSU now.
I love that. I love that.
Funny.
Got another question here from Sam. Let's show it real quick. It says, what's baseball like in Cali? It seems highly competitive within the state.
Yeah, Sam. The baseball in California it's off the chart. There's an incredible amount of talent, and I think a lot of that stems from our great weather. We play year round. Even the youth baseball, they're playing fall ball, they're playing winter ball, they're playing traditional spring, and they're playing summer. So with all that going on, the younger guys they're getting so much experience, and so it's just snowballs into multiple players that just really have a lot of talent for the game. And there's a lot of programs. There's a lot of private coaches. There's ways to just continue to get better. So I think California baseball, it's good across the country, but I think California, for those reasons, might take the edge possibly. I don't know.
A lot different than up in the Northeast or the Northwest where it's too cold and they can't play year round. They're limited to about 3 months a year, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the things. My son, being a Californian, being at Dakota State University, they've got to work out inside a lot. So that's, you can't get quite as much done when you're indoors as you can when you're right on a field.
Yep. It's like North Dakota State. I use them for a reference. They just set the record for the 4th year in a row for most consecutive road games.
Oh yeah.
They literally just played their first series at home last weekend. And they started in the beginning, Valentine's Day they start, and then they're on the road till the end of March. It's crazy what they have to go through up there. I'm sure it's not like that where you're at.
No, we haven't had a rain out in. We haven't even had a rain out in 2 years.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah. I mean that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So there is no weather here. It's just pretty much, the same all the time. So, and speaking of that, my son, at Dakota State, they had to travel to, I believe, Missouri for a home game because they had to find a field, so they played inside a little dome to get a game in. So yeah, I can relate to, having to be on the road a lot, which is hard. It's nothing like playing at home.
Absolutely. So I know that your guys' season obviously is getting almost to the end now. So with some of your guys that are about to depart the program, at what point do you start helping them prepare for interviews with other teams?
Actually, that process started prior to the season. So one of the things that we will do is we'll send out a list of all of our sophomores to various coaches across the country, with pretty explicit information on them. Things from their running times, their velocity, their freshman stats. So we kind of begin the process prior to the season so that they can take a look and watch them statistically, possibly send players out, coaches out to see them. We also we'll sit down. Like I just sat with one of my pitchers who is crafting his own emails to coaches, and we help them with that so that it's organized, it's to the point, it's personalized. And then, of course, we connect with coaches all the time. And for me, being in the prospect league in the summertime, I'm fortunate to be entrusted by certain college coaches from all over the nation to have their players in our program. So sometimes we can reciprocate that. I can say, hey, I've got a right-hand pitcher. He's throwing 88, 89. He's probably going to be a back end guy for you, a starter for us. Do you have any interest? Would you like me to send you some more video? So we're constantly trying to promote our guys, and we're constantly recruiting. So you never stop. Whether it's even on Christmas Day, some texts out there, hey, Merry Christmas. We're looking at you as a to come in next year. We'd love to have you. You're always working, and you got to love what you do, be passionate about it, and that's something for me. I love it. I mean, I was at the field earlier this morning mowing the infield. I believe it or not, that's my piece. Mowing the lawn. I love it. So.
Whatever gets your mind off of the stressors of the season, right?
Absolutely.
You guys got anything else?
Honestly, I feel like this is one of my favorite interviews that we've ever done.
Whoa, I love it.
It's been fun.
Thank you. Hey, I do want to. We had a tough situation this year, and I love my guys. I love my players. It's a brotherhood, a family. Mm-hmm. And one of my young men, he's a catcher, a freshman catcher. His twin sister was killed about 3 weeks ago, and it's been tough. It's been really tough. But I know his family's probably going to tune into this, and we just want them to know how much we love them. And you can imagine a twin is probably the closest person to anyone, and him losing his sister, it's been really tough. But he came back. It happened 3 weeks ago. He came back for our weekend series against Syracuse. He was in the lineup on 2 of the 3 games and did a great job, and threw a couple runners out. And I'm just so thankful that he's back, and we're there for him. We had a moment, a celebration prior to one of our games for him and his family, and he means a lot to us. The family means a lot to us. So this game, there's things that are bigger than the game of baseball, and I think more than anything else, Victor Valley College baseball is about it's about the culture. It's about teaching our guys to be the best that they can be, both on the field and off the field. And so I have a awesome responsibility, and I want to make sure that the guys that I work with become good, solid people, and they know that we're here for them. So I wanted to mention that just because it's part of our family, it's part of our year, and we just pray for the Fernandez family.
Amen.
Absolutely. And well wishes from all 3 of us, the Golden Broom Podcast, to the family. Know you're going through a tough time, but it goes without saying, if you look us up on Facebook, I'm Chris, that's Cody, that's Terry. If you ever feel like you need somebody to talk to, we've all been through it. Our inboxes are open. We'd be glad to have you on or talk to you privately, and you have an open door with us if you feel so desired.
Thanks, guys, man. That's awesome. That means a lot to us.
Well, I'm out of questions. I've asked all my deep, thought-provoking stuff. I'm going to let these two take it from here.
I asked all the ones that I thought up in my head.
About to say I'm cleared out.
Well, I
Well,
appreciate. Yeah, gosh, Cody, I'm glad you enjoyed having. I'm honored to be part of this. I see you guys are growing, and um, this game of baseball is just there's so much to it, and appreciate the fact that you guys are sharing information out there.
Absolutely.
me and Cody, when we started this, it was with the vision in mind that we're friends with the people that created In Off the Bench podcast. They're personal friends of ours. And their motto is grow the game. And that's what we had in mind when we started doing this is we want to grow the game of college baseball. Whether that's interviewing a coach from California Junior College Association or a Jay Johnson or a Tim Corbin, we want to do whatever it takes to grow the game of baseball. We greatly appreciate you being willing to be part of this. And I guess I lied. I said we'd keep you on 15 to 30 minutes. It's been 55 minutes and
Oh, wow.
seems like it's been 20.
Awesome.
It's been a blast, though.
It's been a blast. Glad to have you, and you're welcome to come back anytime.
Sounds great, man. Let's check in this summer. I'd love to share some Lafayette Aviator baseball with you guys.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a great one.
All right, you too.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.
Man, that was
That
awesome.
was a fun one.
That was.
The energy level was definitely up there.
It's been a good day for baseball, too. It really has
I
been.
mean, just because you hit 10 runs in an inning is, that's kind of crazy.
Well, it's not just that. It's more the fact that the umpire behind the plate today was not very good. And it wasn't just towards LSU. It was both sides. Like, he was just not very good today. And he, Cade Arambide, who has had arguably the best game in LSU history offensively today, he got called out on strikes on a ball that probably was not a strike. And,
But it happens.
But no, it happens. It does. And Jay Johnson just ran out of the dugout. And by the way, we were down by 1 run at this point, late in the game. Jay Johnson runs out of the dugout, gets in the umpire's face. You could tell what he was saying. I cannot repeat those words on the air, but
Oh, you could read his lips. There was no mistaking what he was saying.
Instantly tossed. And when he did that, I saw Chris Stanfield in the background, and you can just see the look in his eyes go from, he was like, oh, this is happening, to, oh, this happened. And then after that, it just went great. And I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of the show, Seth Dardart, hit another home run today. Also had double. Played some good ball.
Speaking of Seth, you said you had some comments that you wanted to bring up about his little bat flip last week.
Yes.
So let's hear it.
Yes. Well, before I do that, can you please fix our screens to have us lined up in a row?
I don't know how to do that.
Sure you do. It's like it's down there where all the camera options are, and it's got where it's just a line of 3.
I don't see it.
I only see
it's
2.
there. If I could adjust it, I would. But it is absolutely killing me right now. Almost.
Nope, that ain't it.
It's almost
Oh,
it. You're almost there. There it is.
Got it.
All right.
Rookie.
So-
Thank you.
All right. So that bat flip, first of all, in any game, that bat flip is considered unacceptable.
Yes.
It is. And, before I go further, did you know that man right there in the comments, he is going to go see Stormy Daniels do stand-up comedy? Well, he's probably
dear
not,
God.
but he could go see it, and I really hope he does. So that's why I'm saying it on the air so that he does it. Anyway, So LSU over the last like month or so have been just really just they've just been down.
Not
They
very
haven't been,
good.
yeah, that's fair. And they've had moments where they should have arguably won games that they didn't, and they just let it get away from them. And I love it. And so everybody was slumping. And look, I text Seth every week, and I went a little bit without texting because I was like, I don't want to bother him. I want the team to be able to focus, figure something out. And for some reason, when that was about to happen, I was watching it and I look over at my daughter, and we have a rule at our house, by the way. Every time he hits a home run, I buy her Robux for her Roblox account. And so I look at her, I said, "Hey, how are you doing on Robux right now?" She's like, "I don't have any." I was like, "Well, I think you're about to have some." And he had been slumping. His batting average had gotten down below 220, and it was odd. It didn't feel right. He wasn't striking out a lot, but he just wasn't getting balls like in the gap. He goes up there, and well, a couple games before that, he had one where he was the last out of the game. Warning track shot called on the wall. It happened like twice to him. And then next thing you know, bam, it's like when he hit that ball, all that frustration left his body. And
Oh, I get why he did it. I get all that. But my God, he threw it past first base in the air, like like uh
that bat never landed, I don't think. That thing
like
flew.
Anthony said, it looked like chopper rotors.
It was. And look, I get it. Like you don't want to see that in a game. Like you really don't. But in that moment with LSU just not being able to get past that hump, it was necessary. Had he been tossed, I wouldn't have argued it. I would not have.
Right.
But it was needed. And since that moment, they've actually kind of started getting things together. He's definitely gotten things together. He got named SEC Player of the Week. He followed up again with another good weekend this weekend. And honestly, that team is just they're not where they need to be yet,
He ain't
but
got no pitchers. That's the problem.
well, no, that's the thing.
They're one
Even
of
the
about 5 or 6 teams in the SEC that shockingly have no pitching at all.
That being said, it's getting better though. That's the thing. Against Tennessee, I mean, we held them under 5 hits in like I think 2 of the 3 games. Like they were actually I think all 3 games actually, if I'm not mistaken. Like
They're the
they were
worst hitting
great.
team in the conference too.
That's
So,
fair. That is fair. That is fair. But no, I mean, so the problem with us at pitching is, Cooper Moore got injured. He's gonna be out for a few weeks.
mhm.
He's, one of our weekend guys. So we've had to figure out who's gonna take his spot. Gavin Guidry got the shot. Didn't work out so good. So we gave it this week to Grant Fontenot, and he actually did pretty good. Didn't do perfect, but for what the situation was, I'm very happy with that. And then Guidry comes out of the bullpen and absolutely just lays the hammer down today. And it was really nice to see.
That's fair. But like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a year where there's been this many teams in the SEC that absolutely have no pitching depth at all.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, Tennessee, LSU, Texas A&M's only got 11 pitchers on the roster.
Yep.
It's like, how do you manage that?
Or
Yeah, I
spaghetti
mean it's
arms
really hard.
Auburn.
I mean LSU's got the depth. It's just that the consistency is not following up right now.
Right.
And I mean, if they can get it together, because I mean their stuff is fine. It's just keeping it consistent. And until that happens, I mean, it's just going to be a long season, unfortunately.
Long season for a lot of teams, right?
Yep. I mean, because a lot of these teams are much better than what their record is showing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because realistically, LSU and Vanderbilt, they're almost identical to each other, except
And
Vanderbilt
Arkansas and Texas A&M and Florida and Tennessee.
Arkansas makes no sense to me right now.
None of them do. But
Everybody thought Arkansas was a natty team. Everybody did, myself
I get
included.
it. Like I said, it's an arm issue for everybody.
Yep.
Texas has got one of the best hitting lineups in the nation, and they can't get anybody out because their pitchers can't throw strikes.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, another example, great hitting team, can't get anybody out.
Yep.
Florida can't get anybody out. they've looked better recently, but you know, it's still the same thing. Can't get anybody out. Tennessee can't hit, can't get anybody out. I've never seen a year in the SEC like this.
Yeah, and it's very odd. The one weird thing that I have noticed though is that early in the season, Georgia looked like they were a beatable squad. Like I mean, they looked fine, but they had some moments where you're just like, are they good or not? And
Mm-hmm.
now it's like, dude, Georgia's good.
They're pretty damn good.
Which I mean, I'm not surprised though. And I mean, when your head coach is one of the best pitching coaches in baseball, I mean, that helps.
It does.
And but no, I mean, and this is a weird comparison, but I think you'll agree with me. SEC baseball this year feels almost like women's basketball did this year. Like the SEC was really good, had a lot of teams at the top, but it wasn't that it was extremely top heavy because it was like a balance of like there's 10 teams that are all respectable, but there was not really that one team that was just like, whoa, consistently game after game. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where baseball is right now, but I also think that's the whole NIL thing leveling things out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is going to be funny, but I think this can also be a situation just like in women's basketball where an SEC team may make it to the end, but UCLA ends up winning the Natty. Congrats to
Could
your
be.
I
women's
can
basketball
only
team,
hope,
by the
right?
way.
Huh?
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
Yeah.
But
They just swept
no,
the
I don't know.
Trojans too.
It's a weird season to say the least. I was very happy that LSU's gotten 2 weekends in a row with a series win, but man, I need some more
And
consistency
how
there.
about credit to Missouri
Buddy, right?
getting a ranked series win on the road at that?
So let me ask you. All right, I know we've always had this discussion in the past, and you've always have pushed back on it. But is this a moment where we actually do an asterisk next to the Golden Broom Award and just kind of have to give it to Missouri because of that?
I don't know, sweeping Mississippi State on the road in the manner that was done. That's hard to argue against that.
To be fair, that series was a lot closer though than a sweep shows. State played hard. It's
Sure,
not like they got manhandled, but Georgia played fantastic. I have no argument with them getting the award.
yeah,
Well, depends though. If UCLA wins tonight, then I
They
might have
did.
an argument there
they
because
did,
they're on a
They
they
swept.
did okay. Well, then in that case, then I'm like there's a solid argument there.
and that's what I said when I put the nominees in. Is Georgia's probably that's a top 5 ranked series on the road.
Yeah.
They've won
Well,
8 in a row. It's but UCLA does have a strong case, having 22 straight wins.
yeah, and
23
then
now.
beating Southern Cal. I mean, that's big.
22.
Who
20 was
does
when they beat Irvine.
wait?
Or 20, yeah,
I
20
cannot
was
hear
Irvine,
Terry.
and they swept the Trojans.
That is weird. I can hear you, Chris, but I cannot hear a word Terry's saying. I
Huh.
think it's on my end. Let me hop. I'm gonna hop right back in because it did this when Coach got on his opening monologue. I could not hear a word he said, so I just exited out and went back in to see if I could hear him, and then I could hear him fine.
Gotcha.
So 1 second.
Yeah, so their 20th win was against UC Irvine. That made it 20 in a row, and then they swept the Trojans, so that put it at 23.
Yeah, I guess you're right. 23. 22 was yesterday.
Yeah. That was like tied for the longest time, and all of a sudden they just went off and scored 8 unanswered runs, seemed like, because it was 4-4 for the longest time.
I can
you
hear
hear me now?
Terry. I can hear you. Right when I
Okay.
got in, you were saying something. I was like, perfect. I can hear you. Yeah, I don't. It's using this phone. It makes it tough, but it's all good. I'm gonna get me some new headphones this week or something, so I'll be ready to go next weekend.
And the laptop issue you said you were having too?
Yeah, so I use my wife's laptop, and I have to go through the Chrome browser to do it. And when I sign in, usually she has like 2 different accounts to use on there, and for some reason that doesn't exist anymore. So all my saved data is gone, and that really sucks. But it's okay.
Time to buy your own computer. You got this new job. You got this pay raise. You got those increase in hours. Time to buy your own computer, Cody.
Well, to be fair, I'm salary, so the increase in hours ain't helping me at all. But it's all good. I can't complain. I'm very blessed and happy to be in the position, and I have a new coworker who's pretty cool actually, and that's actually really fun to be dealing with.
So, are you ready to debut our new segment, Cody?
I think I'm hesitant about this segment though,
Why is that?
because I think it needs to be tweaked in the future, and I'll tell you why. So, but without spoiling the segment itself, I think that the person that has this segment needs to have they need to actually have a physical item that similar to what they're going to be talking about. AKA, I'm challenging this person to do something in the kitchen before the show starts.
That would be interesting.
That would be.
I was
If you
going to
can't
say, I
be
could
there,
have gone
make it
down the
yourself.
road and bought 3 of those maple bars, but we won't spoil it and just attach them together.
Oh, Chris, by the way, guess what? I drove by 3 times this past week. Slim Chickens.
Mm.
So I will be stopping next time I'm in Huntsville.
Make sure you get one of the dessert in a jar.
That's the only reason I'm going, actually, is for the dessert in the jar. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So
I'm ready for the new segment.
it's funny that you mentioned that because this week it popped up on my Facebook. A certain person had a birthday that I went to eat Slim Chickens with. And I thought, what? How am I still friends with this person? So I had to go in and unfriend that person.
Understood.
I was like, I didn't even know I was still friends with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, the person wouldn't be posting anymore, so.
This is true.
Probably far as we need to talk about that one, though. What in the...
So I did not load that
You didn't upload
graphic.
it. I knew you didn't. I had a feeling you didn't.
Give me just 1 second.
Well, while you're doing this, I'll tell you a funny story real quick. So I went in to
Okay.
do some graphics this week because Terry asked me if I'd make a show graphic. I said, sure. I go in. I do not have access to any of my programs anymore. Nothing I used, I don't have access to. Because I had to get a new debit card because my card got hacked by this company that I've never heard of before. And I said, well, that my bank automatically shut my card off, so I had to go get a new one. So I never updated any of my payment info for anything. So I don't have my X account is no longer check marked. My Canva account no longer exists. Well, I mean I have it, but it's not paid yet. All my AI apps are officially gone. I have no access to those. So I had to get ChatGPT officially in a paid format so that I could even make a graphic this week. Which, if you
Still
guys
came
saw
out good.
if y'all saw what I had to type to these AI things to do it right, because every time
Mhm.
I would get something made, it would change coach to a completely random AI generated person. And I'm like, who is this? I'm like, use my image. And then it finally worked.
That's wild. So let me upload this slide real quick.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to the 24 people watching tonight.
Yes.
We've only got 24 people. I return and we only get 24 people. That makes
I think that was more than our other 3 weeks combined, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
It's more
Oh,
than our
man.
other 3 combined.
I guess we're going to have
Which
to figure out a new night.
Reminds
then.
me, whenever you get signed into StreamYard, you need to reconnect your Facebook.
That makes sense. I have a lot
So-
of things I'm going to have to do, apparently. So it's all good, though.
So
You did use the wrong intro, by the way. I just wanted to say that.
the other one's got like 5 F-bombs in it.
I know that's yeah, that's the wrong intro.
That's the only 2 I can find. I got in here the other day and there wasn't nothing. I mean, our intro video when we go live was missing and our outro was missing. It had all been taken out of our preloaded stuff, and I'm like,
Oh
What's going on
no.
here?
Uh-oh.
So, as we've talked about in our chat, um, we all feel like we're better when we have segments and structure and all that kind of stuff. We like the free for all stuff, but we seem to do better when we're structured. And with that, we've added Terry as a permanent host now. And we decided we'd give him his own segment because he's always been one in the chat watching the show that would create a burger for us. So the idea was something centered around food. And he might put a cherry on the top of some of this food he's going to talk about tonight. Who knows? But anyway, we've decided one of our new segments is going to be Terry's Dugout, where he gets to talk about food. And you notice, I use ChatGPT. I created him a nice little logo for his segment here. So, Terry, I'm going to let you take it away. And tell us what you got for your first dugout segment.
All right, before I do that, I guess whenever the pictures come up, I don't know if you mind. I haven't figured that part out yet, but all right. So I'd like to welcome you all to first ever Terry's Dugout. This is going to be some homework for sure. I lucked out with this first one. This first one's easy, but finding the next one's going to be a pain. But for our first stop, Terry's Dugout, we are going to be traveling, say in our minds, or if you're already there in person, we're traveling to Provo, Utah to visit the BYU Cougar Stadium. And I don't think, look at this picture, why wouldn't you want to go? I mean, that's just intoxicating as it is. But they have your traditional. I'll have to look those up later. You have your traditional stadium foods like hot dogs, nachos, burgers, whatever the case may be. They do that here. But back in 1997, by the man name is Dean Wright, he was hired on, for the food concession, and he was always strongly believing sticking to tradition, as the foods I already mentioned. But he also wanted something different that's strictly you could only find at BYU Stadium. And what he came up with in 2003, he's the mastermind behind what's known as the Cougar Tail. So the Cougar Tail, he got his inspiration because he was looking at the statue on campus, and he wanted to make something that kind of mimic the Cougar's tail on a statue. So what he came up with was this 15-inch maple donut bar.
Oh my God.
That it's not just it started at baseball stadiums, but now it's eventually sold at every sporting event, whether it's football or basketball. Now, the thing with this is 15-inch. It almost didn't make it. So its introduction was 2003. However, in 2004, they removed it off the menu. I guess it wasn't selling. Fast forward a year later, there was a lady who requested the Cougar Tail. They still had the recipe, but I guess it was kind of like a special order thing. It wasn't like a permanent thing. So the lady requested for her kid's birthday party. They made it. In 2005, they decided to reintroduce it to the menu again permanently. And since 2005, this particular donut has been going strong for 21 years.
Oh.
Now, they decided to further their game with the Cougar Tail. And with this one, the next one you're going to see, it's called the Brat Tail. Oh, that's just one of them. Many. There we go.
Oh.
Now, what this involves is the same Cougar Tail as you saw. They cut it in half. They turn it inside out, basically, convert it into a brat bun. As you can see, the maple icing is touching the bratwurst. And that has been
Oh,
another staple food that is exclusive to BYU athletics, mostly for baseball. And as what I've seen so far, on average, at a football game or baseball game, they've been selling like 100,000 plus of these at a BYU football game.
oh my God.
And the money brought in has been well over $6 million thus far, just from this particular food. That and the cougar tail as well. So
We have a petition we need to form, by the way.
Okay.
No, we need BYU to have to travel to Miami for a baseball series to see what milkshake they would put together with this.
Oh wow.
yeah, I would
See,
definitely
now you're giving away
I
future
don't
show
even care.
secrets.
I don't
It's
even
all
care.
right.
Like,
It's all right. So I mean, honestly, I've had some crazy stuff in my life. So I mean, there isn't really much anything I won't try just to give it a try, just to be surprised. And this is definitely one, as well as the cougar tail itself. I mean, that high elevation, you probably need a sugar to kind of keep you warm with the cooler temperatures, I'm sure.
sure.
But here's the cost though. The cougar tail itself, I haven't seen the price for the brat tail. However, the cougar tail donut is $5, which I think is pretty reasonable given the
That's
fact that
cheap.
$5. And they say they recommend you buy the $2 chocolate milk to go with it, and I don't blame them because with all that donut, you're going to want to wash it down.
I would do that.
Now,
So what kind of dessert do they have?
they do have one thing. It's also exclusive to BYU. It's called the Cougar Paw. Now, this one is the fans were tasting hints of coconut in the chocolate, but there's actually coconut within the chocolate mix before they dip it and hardens up. This one you can find at any sporting event, whether it's football, baseball, basketball. Also on the campus, they have creamery stores. One of them's called the Cougar-Reet or Cougar-Reet. It's like Cougar Treat, but they took out the T. And this is one of their, staple things as well. And it's also been a very popular staple for BYU University. And yeah, they definitely set the bar high for foods, unique foods at either baseball games or just the university itself. However, for the final part of it, there is one more thing. And this, I don't know if anyone's ever survived this challenge. It's a food challenge. I'm going to look that up because it is crazy to even have something like that. But here we have the BYU food challenge at their baseball game. It is called the 9 and 9 challenge. What you see there, yes, it is 9 cinnamon rolls and 9 Dr. Peppers that you have to try to complete in the 9 innings of the game.
That would kill me.
I think I would make it to a third inning and I'd probably have to go to the hospital.
Yes.
That's crazy.
If that was Mountain Dew, Chris would knock it out of the park.
I couldn't eat all the cinnamon rolls though.
Yeah.
Gotta say and those aren't small cinnamon rolls either. That's the scary
No,
part.
they're not.
Yeah. It looks like, you're pretty average, maybe 4 or 5 inch in diameter cinnamon roll.
So I think, Terry, I have a challenge now for you, though. I think you
What's
need to
that?
get Micah Butel from College Baseball Central on here because he travels to all these places and does food reviews.
Who's the name you said?
Micah Butel.
Michael. Okay.
I'll send you his information. But he's done the 999 challenge. 9 hot dogs, 9. Well, he does sodas, and in 9 innings, he's done that challenge multiple times.
I think that's probably easier to do than this. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
I don't think I could get through 3 cinnamon rolls in 9 innings.
No.
Yeah, 3 and 3 would
9.
probably be my max. But I'm going to have to look more into it to see if there's anything that's given to the person if they don't go into an immediate diabetic shock after having this. Even if you didn't have diabetes, you probably will afterwards.
I mean, you'd probably get a free ride to the hospital at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Almighty.
Yeah, especially if they don't have a waiver to sign. Like, all right, we're gonna get
Yeah.
these guys. But
God,
yeah,
that looks
that
so
is
bad.
the first ever Terry's Dugout. We went to BYU Stadium. Now, little spoiler alert: the next university I will be looking into, and I just happened to stumble across it. It's very interesting. It's going to be the University of Miami Hurricanes,
I love it. I absolutely love
and
that.
we're going to discuss. Everyone. I'm sure everyone loves a milkshake, and these guys, they look like they make very delicious shakes from a company called Mark uh, Mark Light Milkshakes.
I can't wait.
Okay.
And I looked at the regular menu, dude. Those milkshakes looks delicious. Now here's the kicker, though. They come up with theme ones. I won't say anything, but they come up with theme ones for visiting teams, which we'll go over next week once I have all the info. It makes me wonder what stomach or what the people in Miami stomachs are made of, and do they even have taste buds?
Yes, absolutely.
So
So I have to say, I did not know how this segment would go. I didn't know where your mindset was going with this. And I will be honest, that was fantastic.
I love the idea, right? Because
The
we
yeah,
all
idea was
love food.
great, but the execution was even better.
I
Well
just
Yeah.
done.
I
Well
just
Seriously.
moved it
done.
right there. To be honest with you,
That,
Like
oh, that's well done.
having the graphics to tell the story with you made that so much better too. So seriously,
I
that
appreciate it.
Terry's Corner will not be canceled anytime soon.
Terry's dugout.
I'm out.
Dugout. I thought you said it was Terry's Corner.
That's Terry's dugout.
In the chat, you said Terry's Corner. And then on here, it's Terry's Dugout. I don't know what's what. I just know that that was
Yeah.
a good segment.
Yeah. Terry's dugout because it's got to be baseball related.
Fair.
He's in a
Fair.
he's in a dugout.
What if you
He
hit it
may
to
be
a hot
cooking.
corner?
He may be cooking in the dugout one day. He may just be reviewing food at a stadium. You never know what he's gonna do.
If I lose a
That's
bet, I
fair.
probably have to try milkshake from Miami.
I mean, that actually be a really good bet to make, and we just have to make it at our own house, kind of thing. Find the craziest milkshake that would be made, and just
Mhm.
make it. I would do it.
It's like they're doing the bad version of my burger theme before.
Yes. Which, by the way, let me just tell you, you take that cougar tail and do a burger with that, a oh, buddy.
With some like not even to say cow. Let's just say maybe they have elk up there, or
Ooh,
like say venison.
I would be all for that.
the BYU Cougar Tail Venison Burger.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. We have a local donut shop, and I can't remember the name of it. It's not like a chain donut shop. It's like a mom and pop, and they do a maple bacon donut, and it is fantastic.
You mean like this?
Essentially, yes, but just not glorious like that. But yes,
That's crazy.
I would. Oh man, I would love to go to BYU just for that. To be honest, I mean, obviously, you get one of the best views in baseball.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, I would say they're top 5 in best views for sure.
that's why we picked BYU first, since we were talking about stadiums and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I'd love to see BYU, and then it turned into I wonder what kind of food they have there.
I mean, if you're
So
looking at the background there, the mountains and everything, you might forget you're taking that 9 inning challenge. Before you know it, all the food's gone. You're wondering, like, check your pulse. Like, I'm still alive. And I'm going to try to down a gallon of water real quick and try to make my way to the restroom.
Yeah, man, that's crazy though. I mean, I
it
just can't
is.
imagine like when someone said, "Hey, let's do a brat with it." Like, I mean, it's a
Can you
genius
imagine
idea.
having that conversation? Let's
I
turn
think.
this maple donut inside out and put a broad in it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if you think
I can see it working.
about it, was that a minor league baseball team, I think they're out of Illinois, that they had that Krispy Kreme cheeseburger.
That's one of
So
my favorite ways to eat a burger, by the way.
Yeah, like they had the bun was a glazed donut. They grilled the glazed donut on the grill, and then
Mhm.
I mean the sweet and cheesiness I think would go great together.
Wait, you've never had a donut burger?
No,
Oh man, I have. It is so good.
where we're
It's
at.
actually one of my favorite. I made it myself because I saw it online. I did
Oh,
this like 10 years ago. I saw it and I was like, "That's cool. I want to try that." So I went to Krispy Kreme right down the street from my apartment at the time, and went home and made me a fully dressed burger, and it was fantastic.
so there's one I do want to try from all those ones that used to come up with in my head. You remember that one I told you about a long time ago? It's like a carnival burger.
Yes,
So the bun was going
yes,
to be funnel cake with
yes.
whipped cream and strawberries on top of the beef patty.
I would 100% eat that too. Wouldn't
Yeah,
even think
sounds good
twice
too.
about it.
Oh man,
God, that sounds good. Mm,
where did
now I'm
Chris?
hungry.
I better go sleep before I
Dang,
even try to act upon those instincts right now.
I know, right? Wait, why is Chris frozen and look like Dale Earnhardt Sr. right now?
Hey, look, I think he's
I'm
looking at
I'm
another
currently
screen.
typing.
Oh, okay. Your
He's trying
face froze and you look like Dell Sr. And it's kind of funny. All hell praise Dell.
Remind me, I just have a quick question, you guys, after the show, um, about scheduling for next week Sunday because the next house I'm trying to get or next guest I'm trying to get, he's on Eastern time zone, so like the show would be starting 9:30 p.m. his time. So I have
Yeah.
to,
So about the
like,
guest in Georgia?
yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah, we can probably modify a little bit if we need to.
yeah. Figure. I mean, East. I know. I'm sure he's spending time with his family. He was saying coming back from. I guess their spring break just ended today.
I gotcha.
'Cause I talked to him on the phone too. These guys just gave me the numbers. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I have Coach Lambdin's number and everything he gave me. So we just started. We did more talking on the phone than email because it seemed like it was just better to get more info in a short amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get in an interview with someone. And I had no expectations for tonight. I didn't know what to expect or nothing. And I was when we were done, I was just like, "Whoa, that's one of the best interviews I've ever been part of."
Especially when he mentioned those two guys he knew.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, so Coach Lopez, like, if so, I mean, I wasn't surprised that he mentioned him being from California and all that. So like, that didn't shock me. But when he said Craig Graybeck, I was like, "What?" So about 3, 4 years ago, my dad got me this book, Baseball in Birmingham. And I read that book cover to cover the day I got it, and I've read it a few times since. And it basically just talks about the history from the very beginning of baseball all the way to the current day. And Graybeck was mentioned in there quite a few times, actually. So I was like, that's just cool.
So I just did you a favor, Terry.
What's that?
Um, the Golden Room podcast reached out to Micah Butel
Okay.
to see if he could give you some suggestions. So
I'd
pay
Awesome.
love to get
attention.
him on the show. He's a very good baseball mind.
Pay attention to your Twitter mentions and make sure you give him a follow.
Yeah, definitely do that because he's a good dude. He really is. I've interacted with him quite a few times on there.
Did you ever get your Chinook seeds?
Who,
Mm-mm.
me? Oh, I was like, what?
Did you message him?
Did I message
Because they
him? No. I was going
because
off.
they liked the tweet.
I have to go back and look at it then because I have to see if I can find it now.
I actually need to reach out to Chinook, by the way, because we've hit a special milestone with them recently,
Okay.
and I want to do something with that.
Okay.
We've hit a certain sales figure, basically, is what I'm saying, and we have surpassed the $1,000 mark in sales
Oh
for
wow.
Chinook, and honestly, when you do a partnership with someone, like you don't know what is going to happen. And
Mhm.
honestly, I
I'm gonna
honestly
message him this
thought,
week.
always
I'm
felt
sorry, Cody.
like that. Oh, you're good. I always felt like we may not be able to deliver what they would want from like someone they partner with. And then when I see our numbers hit that, I'm like, whoa, hey, this actually works. I have
Mhm.
to this day, no one has ever messaged me and told me, hey, I'm the one that's buying seeds. So I still have no idea who you are, but if you're watching, please let me know. And feel free to go buy more seeds right now using our promo code Golden Broom.
They're only
That being
available
said,
online at Walmart, where I live. You could order Chinook seeds. They weren't on the shelves, but you had to go order it on like the Walmart app, and then like do a
well,
store pickup or they deliver it to my
Yep.
house.
You can get.
well, hold on now. Go to Bucky's. They have them. They're exclusive at Bucky's and Love's now.
All right, I'll travel 3 hours for seeds.
Do it. It's worth it,
You,
man.
Oh, when I go see
you,
my sister next weekend, she has a Bucky's right because she lives by the Texas Motor Speedway out near
I mean, heck,
Denton.
you
send
get
me your address. I'll mail you some.
the jalapeno ranch.
Jalapeno Ranch is good.
I want that churro one or the cinnamon.
The the
That
Hatch
sounds kind of good.
chili.
So if you're gonna do the cinnamon one, you got to mix it with the
The
smokehouse barbecue.
cinnamon toast.
That's the one, cinnamon toast.
And he mentioned it. Smokehouse barbecue. Let's see what else. Parmesan pepper.
Parmesan pepper is the one my wife likes. I'm the Hatch chili guy.
Hatch chili's popular over here too,
So
especially when they
good.
have their little once a year
And
Hatch
lemon
chili.
pepper.
Yep. Hatch
I
chili is
just
my
followed
favorite
them. I
beef
just
jerky
realized I
flavor.
didn't follow them. I thought I did before, and I'm gonna shoot them a message.
So make sure you go get you some Chinook seeds. ChinookSeedery.com. Use promo code Golden Broom for 10% off your purchase.
Is there any awards this week or no?
Well, in my busy week last week with granddaughter being born and second shift and short week and family coming in from out of town, I failed to save the graphics. Last week's Golden Broom winner was the Florida Gators with their sweep of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not recall who the jockstrap was.
I think he gave it to Arkansas.
That's fair.
Let me look real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds to look. Well,
Also,
maybe
Chris,
not
congrats
2.
on the birth of your grandchild, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. Send our love to
That
the
makes
family.
8 with
Jeez.
4 boys and 4 girls.
Man, if they don't quit popping out grandbabies for you, man, that Christmas budget for each kid's going to start dwindling down.
I had
So
to get an
looking,
OnlyFans account to pay for the.
looking back, we didn't have a jockstrap winner last week.
Hey, Chris, I have a challenge for you, buddy. Go to Warren Nolan or D1, either or. Look up UMBC. Look at what they've done lately.
UMBC, huh?
Mm-hmm. They do not
Don't tell me they
qualify
haven't.
for it. They don't qualify for the jock strap right now.
Let's see. How'd that happen?
I don't know. But they've turned it up lately.
They've won 16 games this year.
Yeah.
Remember what they did last year.
They've already surpassed their win total for like the last 2 years, essentially.
Give a quick shout out to the 25 people still watching and stuck around this whole time.
Heck yeah.
Thank you all.
Mm-hmm. They didn't pass last year's yet. They were 18-28 last year.
Oh, okay. They did better than I thought they did.
Was it Delaware State that was so bad last year?
Yes, they were as well.
Crazy. Cody done got sidetracked.
Yeah.
I have a baseball in my hand. Nah, so maybe you guys could actually give me some input here. All right, so as y'all know, I am the head coach of my son's t-ball team, and we
Run the
call
stairs,
ourselves.
all of them.
Oh, I make them kids run like crazy, and we're called the
Flutter
Crushers.
kicks.
Well, no, my issue is like the kids they're really good actually, and I mean they're as good as you can be for t-ballers, obviously. And I've got a few kids that I'm gonna have to actually talk to the league about them skipping and going to the next level because they're just that good. And
No, don't
but
do
no,
that. Keep them. That way you win the championship.
well they don't do a championship for t-ball and it sucks. So I'm like, come on,
Well,
but
they do in our minds.
it's true. Well, so the other day we had a game and we played against Jemison, who's just right down the street from us. And I've never played against Jemison before. Well, our team was so prepared for them that when the kids would hit the ball, or the other team would hit the ball, my kids would have it fielded and handed back to the other team's coach to put on the tee before that other kid was halfway down the line to first base. And our team, on the other hand, when we're hitting it, they're hitting it to the outfield every time. Like they're just doing good. Well, I kept score in my head because that's the competitive nature in me. And I'm not kidding. And this is including outs being made. We would have won that game 27-0.
Jesus.
Like it was just annihilation. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. But nah, man, we've got some ballers. But my thing is though, like I decided I want to do a game ball. So every game I give a kid a game ball. And the first two games, I had it predetermined in my head who I was giving the game ball to.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, each game, those kids actually played really well. And it made me
Mm-hmm.
happy to see. But this game, I don't have anyone picked out. And I don't
Wait
know
and
if I
see who
should
does
make
good.
it. Well, see, that's my thing. That's like, do I just base it off of who did the best that night? Or do I go ahead and make make a list of who gets it in what order?
No, who does good that night?
Give
I
it
mean,
to
I
the
You're
like,
not
pitcher.
going to have the
Not
same
no-no.
play. You're not going to have the same player do good every night.
true. So like Lincoln's his game when he gets his, it's already determined because my wife's family's coming down from Pennsylvania and they'll be here for that one game. And I'm like, obviously Lincoln's gonna get at that game. Another kid, his birthday is on the same day as the game. I'm gonna let the kid get the game ball that night. Like it's just gonna that's how that those are
Yeah.
gonna work out that way. But I don't know. I've got a few kids that are like, I can see the talent there, and for some reason, when we get to the game, it's like it takes a minute to get them like opened up and really like let it loose out there. And I have come up with a trick that seems to work. And I say, "What's your favorite cartoon to watch?" And most of them say Spider-Man, and I love hearing that. So if the kid's like a bigger kid, I say, "Pretend you're the Incredible Hulk." And they do that, and their eyes get big, and they're like, "I'm ready," and they hit the ball in the outfield. I'm like, "All right, all right." So this seems to be working, but yeah, I think tomorrow's gonna be the first one where I don't know who's getting the game ball going into the game, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Just see who does the best tomorrow night. But make sure it's not one of the ones that's already gotten a game ball.
Oh, nobody will get a second game ball. It'll only be one per kid. Every kid's gonna get one. I'm gonna make sure of that. So I am excited though.
There you go. Get a little expensive, but it is what it
Oh,
is.
I already bought all the balls. Like, for some reason, my Walmart had a bucket of T-balls on the clearance aisle the other day. So they were marked down from like $30 all the way down to like $12. And I was like, yup. So
Score.
I'm good. I'm good on game balls, thankfully. So, and this
Now you
one just
just
happened to be sitting.
now you just got to get game balls printed with the Golden Broom Podcast logo.
I've already looked into that. That crap's expensive. But yeah, speaking of that, I need to make a list of every guest that I've ever interviewed, and I'm gonna have to get a baseball signed by each one of them and start putting it in my office at work. I think that'll look pretty cool.
And just an update, Terry. Probably this week I will order that shirt for said coach.
Mm-hmm. All righty.
We're going to give a coach a gift.
I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna shoot him an email and see what do I have to do to get a little video clip,
I'm still waiting
of their training facility.
I'm still waiting to see the shirt that Cody got.
You know, I meant to wear that tonight. It's hanging in my closet right now.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, I'll send you a picture of it tomorrow. Then I thought I sent you one. I could have sworn I did. I guess I didn't. No, it looks really good though. I wore it out the other day, and I looked really good in it.
Okay.
Not to be conceited or anything, but I liked how it looked. It fit really good.
Terry's
The
like
quality.
getting jealous.
The quality of it, I have
Dude,
to
I'm
say.
happy some of my shirts I haven't worn in a while are fitting me looser now.
There you go. Keep up the good work, man. So, fun fact: this shirt I'm wearing right here, I actually bought this shirt back in like 2014, I think, and just now it fits me again. Finally,
You can
it's
tell
hung
you've
in my
lost
closet.
weight.
Oh, I have. I weigh 176 right now. This time
I've
last
lost.
year I was
I've
235.
I've lost 20 pounds.
That's good. I can tell too, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I'm down
That's
the 290s right now, but losing still more.
I got
Let's
about
say,
15.
you can tell you've lost as well, though.
I
I
got
have to
about
search
15
some old
more to go.
pictures from my graduation. How I had like a freaking puffy dinner roll hand with sausage link fingers, like hot links, not Vienna sausage.
Now, how much did you weigh when you went into the military?
Well, let's see. Here's the funny thing. I had to lose 45 pounds to meet the max weight limit to get into the military.
I got
So
you.
I was like 240, and I had to get down to 193.
And how much did you weigh when you got out of boot camp?
165.
I was about to say. Wait,
But
how
I got
tall are you?
5'10.
Okay.
I joined at 188. The recruiter was surprised. Like 5 months later, he saw me back. He said he didn't expect to see me. He said, because people will go in there and they say, oh, they got to lose like maybe 5-10 pounds. And they don't come back. And he said that fact that I came back said a lot about my character of something that I really wanted to do.
Absolutely. So is that the goal, 188 again?
Well, I don't know. My fighting weight was 205 when I was doing my leg. Huh?
You actually fought?
Well, I was like unorganized backyard boxing.
Hey, it counts. It counts.
My record's 3-1-1.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But that was like many, many moons ago. The last one I could say I was toying with the guy because I wasn't going to do it. It wasn't like, hey, we're going to schedule this far out. It was kind of like somebody calls you out. Not like I wasn't expecting it. I was just going there to see the fights and somebody called me out. I'm looking at the guy. I'm okay. I got to answer this one because this guy really needs to get worked over. He said, wasn't looking at her. He called me out. I'm like, okay, well, I got to do it. So went, put the gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going at it. Like my strategy was, I'm assuming everyone's pretty much going to kick my ass. So I'm going to give them hell and make them earn that ass whooping.
Of course.
Well, turns out I felt like I was on vacation with this one. Because he was like, he called me out, but then he was hesitant. So like I dropped my hands on purpose. I'm like, well, let's see what he's got. Let me take a couple punches to the head. And he did. I was just like, wow, this felt like a massage. I'm gonna give it to this guy. So I was just taunting him the whole thing, like gave him a couple punches. I even did a little Floyd Patterson. So I put my hand up. He looked at my hand up there, and I jabbed him with the other hand that wasn't looking, and just rocked his world. And like I probably knocked him down 4 times in the fight. He almost got one on me because I kind of like I slipped once, so I was off balance as he connected. So he got one good punch that I could honestly say rocked me. But instead of like, falling over, I guess it just pissed me off more. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that one back. So I think 20 more shots to him, and then he was actually ended up breaking my thumb. I didn't realize it until like a day or so after the fight. So yeah, I went to the doctor. It's like my finger, the bone was like pushed up and away.
Ooh.
They're like, how'd that happen? I'm like, playing basketball. I went up for a shot. Somebody came down like this. So I was telling them did that. They're like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
My favorite underground fighter of all time, Bloodstained Lane, always puts his hands up when he's going to fight someone like that. And that always, it cracks me up to see it done. Somehow he always made it. Heck, he still fights. He makes it work.
Yeah.
So, got a question for both of you.
Okay.
Did you witness probably the weakest Major League Baseball ejection that I've ever seen in my life today?
No, what happened? You got video? Please tell me you got video.
Is it the Orioles game?
Give me about 30 seconds and I will have video of it. It is without a doubt the weakest I've ever seen. But it's somebody college baseball fans know a lot about.
Oh, this is even better.
Oh, it is.
Because if it is the Orioles, then I'm automatically assuming Adley Rutschman.
It is not the Orioles.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
On 1 for 2. Taps this one. And Vientos couldn't hang on.
That's got to be an E3.
The weakest ejection I've ever seen.
Well, they're saying he left the runner's lane.
Uh-oh. We're seeing a little fire now from Tony Vitello.
Well, I mean, that was the call. He was inside the runner's lane. He was on the infield side. But that ball didn't hit Encarnacion. You see the two lines on the first baseline. You've got to be inside that runner's lane. And he never got there. He was running inside the whole way. This may be his first ejection right here. So, Rackley, let him have a say.
I think he got tossed, Mike.
Well, that's Case, and he's walking off for the first time, and
What happened?
I mean, to be fair, I've always thought if anyone was going to top Bobby Cox, it would be Tony Vitello. But I don't see why he got tossed.
They didn't even signal that he got tossed.
Unless it was
It was
the
like he was
umpire.
tossed before he even jumped out.
That's as weak as I've ever seen.
I mean, and usually, you would praise a Tony Vitello getting thrown out of a game situation. But yeah, that one,
I don't understand that.
It's like it reminds me of the. Oh, go ahead.
Of course, if you read his lips, he was saying some pretty choice words, but the ump never even signaled that he tossed him.
yeah. I mean, heck,
That's got to be
Jay
the
got
weakest.
tossed today before he could even get his cuss words out.
Oh, you knew that was coming. The way he come
Oh, I
out of
was
the
happy.
dugout.
I was
He
happy.
reminded me of the Bushwhackers the way he was swinging them arms.
Oh my gosh, that's
I think
funny.
one of my favorite ejections of all time, though, was the old Mex skipper. Was it Coach Collins? When they threw the ball behind the Dodger player, the very first pitch of the game, and right away they threw out the pitcher because it was a playoff game and stuff that had happened in
Oh
L.A.
yes.
Was it not Terry Collins? I don't think.
Can't
You
remember
know
the
it's
names coaches, but
you
I
know
know
it's
what you're
Mets
talking
coach I'm
about.
talking about. That was, oh my God, he like he led everything. He was taking personal shots at the ump and everything, like all out there. It was all on mic too. It was great.
There was one. There was one. It was like a minor league coach that got thrown out, and he went and he ripped up every base
Yes,
and
that's
threw
one of
it,
the
and that was
classics.
one of my all time favorites for sure. Bobby Cox was just good at getting up in their butts, man. That was so fun to watch back in the day.
The one about the lady in the red dress, though, that's got to be my favorite one.
That's absolutely hilarious.
My wife is watching. You can't say that. But I'm out of anything. There wasn't a whole lot of games today,
Mm-mm.
so no need to go over a scoreboard.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about any team in Nashville right now.
You mean the team that beat yours?
Yeah, the team that should have probably not won 2 of 3 against us, but yes.
But they did.
You know what blows my mind though is the fact that Vanderbilt's not as successful as they should be this year, but yet they're hitting more home runs than they've ever hit before.
We ain't got no pitchers, dude.
Would you trade the home runs for good pitching?
I'd trade a third of the home runs to get another pitcher.
It's fair. Which, speaking of that, is who was it? Nye that was hurt?
Out for the season.
Is he
Yes.
Tommy John?
Make what you will of it. Tightness in the forearm, lack of velocity. Make
Dang
what
it.
you will out of it.
Yeah, he may not be back for next year.
He went out in the second game.
Well, I'm saying in terms of a timetable, like I know they say like a year, but it takes usually about 15 months to get back to form. He might be
Well,
back by like mid-April to early May of next year.
yeah, it's messed up situation. He went out. Matter of fact, he started the Sunday game the first week. The second week, he started the Saturday game and went out in the first inning.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or no, it was the third. It was his third game. He started the Saturday because he started Sunday the first week and second week, and then third week he started Saturday in that tournament out west with UCI and all them.
Mm-hmm.
And he went out in the second inning.
Yep. That sucks.
Or went out in the first inning, threw like 10 pitches, and was out.
He was going to be a huge piece for you guys too.
And what happened to the LSU pitcher that went out against Vanderbilt?
Oh yeah, Cooper Moore. Yeah, he's something with his arm, but he's only going to be out for like another week or two.
Because his velocity was down too, and he was throwing fine, and they saw something in the dugout. They were done. I mean, it was instant.
Yeah, it's not Tommy John, but it's something that he needs to rest his arm for before he's back. So, and once he's back, I think we'll have some balance there. Speaking of pitchers, what's that Tennessee freshman, that lefty? This dominant?
Appenzeller,
Yes, my God.
that's 2 weeks in a row he's had an outing like that in relief.
Dude, he's filthy. And you can't put him in a starting role though. You just can't do it.
You can't. He threw 6 hitless against Vanderbilt last week in the 12-inning game.
That's insane. That Vandy Tennessee series might be my favorite of the year so far, by the way.
Obviously, mine too, right?
I mean, you couldn't write that any better.
Uh-uh.
I mean, it was so good. Oh,
That
my
Sunday
fault.
game was that Sunday game was incredible. I'm sitting here. Okay, we gave up 2 more runs. We're down 5 now. You saw me in the chat. Good game, Randy. We won the weekend 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Next thing
And
you
then,
know, we get a runner on, and then we get another runner on, and I'm like, uh-oh, we got something brewing here.
yep.
And then you get the single that scores 2, and it's like, oh, them pucker strings just got tight. And then next guy gets a hit. Next guy gets hit by a pitch. And all of a sudden you got the bases loaded. And you're changing pitchers, and I'm like, this ought to work. And you get the grand slam. It's like, I had no faith that was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing that's weird about Tennessee is like they don't have the ability to
They give up
close it
runs
out.
in bunches.
Like it was weird. I mean, LSU had what 2 grand slams this weekend against them, and what was it? Like 12 home runs, I think, something like that. Like it was crazy.
We hit 9 home runs in 2 games against Texas A&M, and they got 3 hit in this third game.
It's crazy. So y'all went 1-2 against them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I mean,
got
it
a
could have
text
been worse.
from the coach. Coach Lambdin says, "Tell the guys really enjoyed meeting you all." So he said, "Thank you all very much." He had a blast too.
Yeah, that was all. That seriously was awesome.
But like the part that gets me is the first game on Saturday. We should have won that, and had they called it right, we would have won it.
Yeah.
Because Verhoeven never touched the base.
Yeah.
And then why they didn't, I don't know, but Vanderbilt never appealed. They reviewed it automatically.
Yeah.
But then Vanderbilt never appealed because he never touched the base and he went out of the baseline. So, and then the next guy gets up and hits a 3-run shot or a 2-run shot and makes it that 3 runs they got. He would have been the third out.
Yeah. Yeah, LSU had 2 moments like that today that were just kind of like, why didn't we review that the right way? And one of them was a situation of, the right call was made. Curiel, he tried to score, and he missed home plate by about a quarter of an inch, if that. And they reviewed it and saw that he did miss. And when he stood up to go touch, well, he motioned like he was safe. Which, I mean, honestly, if I'm sliding, I would have thought I was safe too because it was that close. But and then he realized, oh, hey, this is still a live play. So he tried to sneak around and get back to home, but he got tagged. So the umpire calls out on the field. They review it, and sure enough, I mean, his finger barely missed home plate. Great call. I agree with it. Then there's another place, like after that happened, Curiel turned his game up. He had a triple after that, but he also caught one on the wall in center field, and they threw it in, and they thought the runner left third base early. But when they threw the ball to third, our third baseman, I guess, wasn't paying attention. The ball just rolls into the dugout, so they were unable to review it or even challenge it at that point. I was
Oh,
like, dang.
and another situation in that game, A&M hit a ball. Rustin Rigdon or Colin Brightwell goes up, comes down with the ball. They called him out. Texas A&M challenged it. The ball hit the top of the wall and then went into his glove. They called it a home run
Oh, my gosh.
because
God
it hit the wall
almighty.
first.
We had a moment today where our guy, he hit a bloop foul ball, and Henry Ford ran in from third base to catch it, and it pops out of his glove, and the catcher, Levi Clark, dives in and snags it somehow. I was like, how is everything just going right for them? But when Tennessee hit the grand slam today, I was like, I think we're going to probably come back and it'll be fine. And then we hit 3 home runs in a row. And then obviously Cater and B-Day, he had his 4 home run game today, which is still just unheard of. When you hit 3 solo shots and a grand slam, I mean, my God.
So what's going on with Auburn and Arkansas right now?
I think Auburn's fine. I think Arkansas is I think they're just trying to discover their identity. I think Auburn got put in a weird. Let's see, who did Auburn lose to this weekend?
Lost 2 out of 3 to Auburn.
Oh, okay. So, well, with Auburn, when they lost the series to Alabama, that shocked me. It really did. But Alabama has done something interesting in their lineup, and their backup catcher, technically now Brady Neal, they've moved him to right field, and by doing so, not only is he actually a phenomenal outfielder and has made some really good home run robberies, but his bat has just been electric. And Bama's really just put it together. I mean, obviously you had their no they threw recently, but they just did everything right against Auburn. It shocks me. But Auburn, I think they're that team that they're going to heat up at the end when it really matters the most. I think a lot of teams are going to be like that.
How much are they going to miss that reliever that went out?
Who'd they lose?
I want to say it was their middle reliever.
Oh, man. I mean, you can't.
He was their number one middle reliever.
I mean, Arizona is the story of that one. That shows you how it goes when you lose a good bullpen arm.
How you liking those numbers now, Cody?
What's that?
39 viewers right now.
That's it? No, I'm just kidding. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. No, I mean, to be fair, Chris and I have been on a show in here where we had what was it, Chris? 20-something thousand at one point. Then it went to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. All because of Jim Harbaugh's son.
Mm-hmm.
Was that during the boot days?
Yes.
Or prior boot?
It was boot. Basically, when Harbaugh was leaving Michigan, we, let the information out before it was officially announced. And it had all the Chargers fans in here watching, and we went viral on X, and it was awesome.
It was Drew Whalen.
Oh, that is a huge loss for them. Man.
He's their number one inning eater, middle reliever.
Yeah. My God. Yeah, that's gonna hurt them bad. Now, if he's done for the year, they're screwed.
Oh, he's done for the year.
Okay, then yeah, they're screwed. I mean, they'll have a fine year, but they won't be able to. They won't make a natty run.
Isn't that more of the same?
What?
Butch Thompson every year.
Oh, for sure. That really does suck though for them. I hate hearing that. I don't know who the best team in the country is, by the way. Just from what I've watched. I've watched a lot of ball this year, but nobody has made me say, whoa, yet. Not even UCLA. I think UCLA is very good. But
their
no
pitching
team
got
has made
better.
me.
That was starting to worry me at the beginning because of how many runs they were giving up. And I'm like, I mean, both their losses, they were midweek losses, and they were each by 1 run. But it's like they were giving up so many runs. I'm like, damn, I really hope they can improve on that, or they're going to have to go on these offensive sprees like they done I think it was Saturday night against the Trojans.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy. So.
And speaking of UCLA, we have to do it. At this point in the season, they are the only team that has earned a Flame Award.
That's true.
For 20 consecutive wins.
Oh, because USC was one win shy, wasn't they? They lost to Northwestern or something.
Yep. They made it to 19.
Good.
Well, we will see if they can reach the Fairfield Stags level.
Yeah, what did they end up getting to, like 30 something?
27-0 before they lost their first one and started out 32-1.
Yeah. That was a good team. Very good team.
Well, that was a great show, though. I had fun, guys. Cody, welcome back.
Absolutely. It's
Hope
good to be back.
Hope you get your computer and all that stuff situated. And
Yep.
I didn't mind doing it
For
from the
sure.
phone. I can't see anything that I want to see. I
Right.
can't see comments. I can't see graphics or nothing.
I got you.
So Terry is logged in now on StreamYard. He can see all of it. We'll
Good.
work with him and get him up to speed on how to do some stuff.
You just click this and click that, and you'll eventually figure it out.
Yeah. Normally I'll forget. I'll still bring my wife in with this whole JPEG to PDF and all that stuff. She's an expert with that. She just did her first
perfect.
slideshow for her homework.
Even better.
It's
Or
the
PowerPoint.
easiest stuff you'll do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get Mr. Chris Joseph from the Sports Bites podcast on here soon, too. Talk some OU
Yeah.
baseball.
He's commented the last 2 weeks.
I'll
he's watching.
I'll chat with him in the morning about it.
Okay.
They actually led off the show.
Yeah.
The comment said, "Good evening, gentlemen," followed by
That's
Sarah. Right. And Sam with the good questions. And then whoever, Zagnif Productions.
Yeah, that's our weatherman Anthony Handy.
Mr. Cat Williams himself, Mr.
Yeah.
Reverend Red
and
and
this
Black.
Is that from Twitch?
Yeah, that Twitch one is just a bot.
Yeah.
Wait, we have a Twitch account again?
No, I streamed it to Villain's Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Why not? More viewers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I need to figure out how to get in the Rumble again. We always got really good views on Rumble.
I have a Rumble.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, before I go, what is your guys' schedule looking like for next Sunday? If we were to discuss possibly doing an earlier time due to the time zone differences.
He puts his kids to bed at 8.
Talking about Cody?
Yeah.
What would you think about 6 o'clock Central Time?
It'd be a push.
I
could do it. I could do it, but I wouldn't be able to do a full episode. I would only be able to do the interview itself, and that's it.
What about you, Chris?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, because I'm gonna message the coach. Well, I won't announce it here. We'll just wait till we see the okay to just to double check with his schedule, because I know he said around 9:30. That's what he's usually tucking his girls in too. I'm like, dang, that's late for Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hint.
I don't think anyone would guess this one, though. I can genuinely say we have never talked about this team on the show before.
It's interesting getting some of these guys on here that these lower levels and getting their perspectives.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, because, everybody's got a good story.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm gonna keep at
okay
it.
with that.
I'm hoping to eventually get a Division I score. I know I said a lot of them. They said the places I've reached out to, the ones that have replied, they usually say check back around like late July, early August after the seasons, because that's when the coach was like, well, for some of these bigger schools are more available. So that way their heads clear of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to next season. Hopefully talk to us about it. So,
before we close out, there's a coach that we need to have on. He's a national championship winning coach, and that's Mr. Jody Robinson. We need to get him back on. Always love picking his brain. I chat with him every now and then. I
Oh,
probably
so-
have about 50 unread messages on Facebook right now, though. So I don't even know who's messaged me and who hadn't.
So Coach Lambdin just messaged me again because I asked, one of the likes was from Montana Lambdin. That's his daughter, and she does broadcasting.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And he sent me a picture, and then he told me that she's an in-game host for the Diamondbacks.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to
She
know.
was cool as saw, I'm sure. No, that's awesome though. Especially
Absolutely.
with his dad and his son.
Yeah.
Ball is that family's life, and I love that.
Yeah. That is awesome. Well,
All right,
gentlemen.
boys. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Let me hit this little red button over here, and we'll call it a night then.
Let's do it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. The 40 people still in here watching, greatly appreciate you. We'll be back next week, possibly same time, same place. If not same time, we'll let you know. Until then, thanks for watching Golden Room Podcast.
On the diamond, where they